The heritage of the Anglo-Saxons race, clearly showing you that they were black men. And they are black men still today. We're just going under different names. As we scroll back, we want to refresh your memory again. As you look at the genealogy tree of the Anglo-Saxons race, starting from Adam, all the way on down to King David Royal House, and we go down to the Normans, the Saxons. We are right here, the Saxons. The Saxons were black Hebrews, black Jews. Saxons. Which means the angelic sons of Isaac. The Anglo-Saxons means the angelic sons of Isaac. Cut. We are on page 118, Origin of the Anglo-Saxons. We will scroll down and read what this particular scholar, Thomas Short, had to finally admit concerning the Anglo-Saxons, that they were black. They were black men, black Hebrew Israelites. Now, we will start to read right here. There's a lot of records in this book, put together in 1906. We can point in England to the fact that broad skulls are found in Anglo-Saxons' graves, and to the historical fact that there were brown people in England during the Anglo-Saxons period. And there the evidence must be left. He had to admit it. Here's the proof. Let's read it again. We can point in England to the fact that broad skulls are found in Anglo-Saxon graves, and to the historical fact that there were brown people in England during the Anglo-Saxons period. And there the evidence must be left. It may, however, be borne in mind that as brown passes into dark brown or black, the literary evidence concerning brown Anglo-Saxons is strengthened by the relating to the black men, or to those designated by the old brown black word swart, which means dark complexion. In some cases, perhaps even by the old world word dun, which means black. Cut. We are on the map again, the heritage of the Anglo-Saxon race. We will scroll down following Royal House of David and scroll all the way down to the last king over America. There are 13 colonies before they were united and become the United States of America. The last king over that was a man by the name of King George III. He was also a black Hebrew Israelite. Heritage of the Anglo-Saxons simply means the heritage of the angelic sons of Isaac. He had a queen by the name of Charlotte. And Charlotte, North Carolina, if I'm not mistaken, was named after her. Let's see how they look like, shall we? What we have before us is an archaeology book titled America's Last King, an interpretation of the madness of George III by Manfred S. Guttmacher, M.D. What time period? Published New York Charles Scribner's Sons, time 1941. Let's scroll over the opposite page. Now, when the average eye take a look at this, they see this is King George III, by the way. But scholars have been played with our mind and brainwash us thinking that to see the world as black and white. Things is not black and white. It's according to the seed of your father. But what the scholars do here? Tampered with his picture. Made him look light-skinned. Made him look very light. is a black man. As you can tell, look at the features of black men features. Look at his eyes. Focus on his eyes. These are black men features. And they have, his lips are very thick, and we will show you other pictures of that. Woolly hair. You're looking at a black man, the last king over America, King George III. We are on page 338, all the way in the back of the book. Archaeology book titled America's Last King. Now, let's scroll opposite. And we will read the caption below and then show you the picture of King George in the farm. The king rewarding the industrious haymaker near Weymouth. Here is a farmer, George, on one of his democratic excursions during a summer vacation late in his life. Now, it's amazing. Let's take a look at King George. This is King George III. The last king over America was a black man. I am amazed how they were able to hide these information. Focus on the picture a little harder. As you can see, his woolly hair. See that? The woolly textured hair. Focus on his face a little bit. How they tried to lighten him up. But as we study pictures, as you study around the ears, right around here, it's very dark. And around here, look at around the eyes and the chin, the nose. Now, scroll down. Look at the hands. Look at his hands. Now, the woman that he's speaking to, that's a black woman working on a farm. King George is a black man. I wonder, do they teach that in schools? I went to school. I never heard it. The last king over America was a black man, King George. Look at it again. Let's focus on the picture again. There it is. The true image of King George, a black man talking to one of his workers. Where is this? All the way in the back. What page? Focus on the page again. 338. Focus on the picture again. So there's no mistaking he was a black man. A black Hebrew Israelite. What heritage? The Anglo-Saxon heritage. The angelic sons of Isaac. Cut. We have another archaeology book before us titled Allen Ramsay, painter, essayist, a man of enlightenment. His work was collected together by another archaeologist, scholar, Alistair Smart. Cut. On page 7 in the preface, Allen Ramsay. Let's read the caption down here, so you will know who he was. A hitherto virtually untapped archive of prime importance to the history of Ramsay's court appointment as painter to King George III. So who was Allen Ramsay? He was the main painter of King George III. Now, here we have on